Well, congratulations on the film. How does it feel for it to finally be premiering, being a part of the red carpet at Entertainment Studios?
It feels great. This movie is special. It's very special, and you know, it's the perfect movie at the right time. You know, our country is very challenged, very divided, and this movie is about forgiveness and love and redemption and celebrating each other's diversity and moving together as one. So Hostiles is something, when I heard about the movie, it immediately intrigued me. When I saw the movie, I said, as a studio, as a new studio, we have to have this film. And all the studios, a lot of the studios wanted this movie, and we said, we don't care, this is our baby.
Well, it's amazing. And something that I thought was interesting is what you just touched on, the different messages. Yes. And another one of the messages is misunderstandings, where you have two different groups of individuals who really just misunderstand each other. How would you say, when you're looking for a film, like, what's the message? Are you always looking for an underlining message when picking up a film?
You know, for me, it's just my personal taste. You know, I don't want to chase an audience, I want to feed an audience. Our first movie was turned out to be the biggest independent movie of the year. Turned out to be 47 meters down. And I knew people were into shark movies because I take my kids to school, and my little boy was 2 years old, and he had a backpack with a bunch of sharks on him. And he had only been out of the house when his mommy and daddy took him out of the house. And I thought, wow, he's fascinated about sharks and dinosaurs. There's something going on with sharks and dinosaurs. He's been on the planet 2 years, and he is just obsessed with sharks. And I said, you know what, I think I'm going to find a shark movie. And I've always loved Westerns. But I wanted to tell the Western from an authentic point of view. I wanted to tell it from the point of view of where the Native Americans, we robbed them. I wanted to tell it from the point of view we took something from them that never should have been taken from them. This is theirs. I wanted to talk about the genocide committed against Native Americans. And I wanted to start that healing process and to start the process of asking for forgiveness, because what we've done to the Native Americans of this country is completely wrong. And we have never done it properly, and even in the movies we've always said they were the bad guys. They were not the bad guys. We were the bad guys. We took this from them. We didn't discover America. You can't discover a country when people are sitting there minding their own damn business.
I think that's incredible, and I've noticed, you know, you wear many hats. You started off as a comedian, you've done acting, now you're picking up films and producing films. What would you credit? You know, when you look back in life, you would credit a certain time in your life when you're connecting the dots. What would you say has led you to this point in your life?
You know, I'm really fortunate. I'm a very fortunate human being. I was born in 1961 to a teenage black girl in Detroit, Michigan. On paper, I didn't look very good. The statistics were, no one in Vegas would have bet on me looking at those statistics. But this is America, and you have lots of opportunity. If you get up and you have that fire in your belly, and you have an imagination, and you dream, and you dare to pursue your dreams, and you're unrelenting, there is absolutely nothing you cannot accomplish. So I was really fortunate. Great mother who ended up going to UCLA and getting her master's degree in cinema TV production. And as a little boy, I used to go to college with her, and I used to go out to one of her first jobs at NBC, and I fell in love with everything out there about making television and eventually movies. And I thought, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be on television, I'm going to make television, I'm going to make movies, and I'm going to own one of the biggest media companies in the world. Now, that's a little boy. That's a little boy speaking, and that's a little boy dreaming. And that's great, because in America, those dreams and those words do come true.
That's beautiful. And first I have to start saying I am a Bruin, so I love your mom already. And on top of having an amazing mother, I can see the way your wife is looking at you so endearingly. What is something about your husband that you don't think most people know, that you're proud of him the most?
Well, I think a lot of people, I always tell him that I think he's the best kept secret in Hollywood, because nobody knows the company that he's built and what he really is doing. They've heard of him as a comedian, or that he has a TV show on in the wee hours of the morning, but they don't know this company that he's built. And when I first met him, he was like, I'm building the biggest media company in the world, like planet Earth. And there's nothing that's too big for this guy, because if you can dream it, you can do it.
Absolutely.
And I was saying earlier that he never thinks about, what his obstacles are and how he's going to get something done. He just knows that he's going to do it, and he does it. And so one of his great qualities is that he's always believed that he deserves a seat at the table. And I think that's been part of his success.
And you've always, as you said, dreamed big. So where do you see entertainment studios going in the next 5 or 10 years?
Well, these are very unique times. I think we have great opportunity, lots of opportunities. I see us doing more television shows, more networks, more movies, lots of movies. We love the digital space, over-the-top digital publishing, streaming. There's a lot to do. We have to expand our footprint globally. It's been pretty focused in the U.S. and Canada. There's a bigger world out there to conquer. There's a lot. I think this is a reset button. 100 years ago, we had the Industrial Revolution. And the Industrial Revolution was fueled by gas and oil. 100 years later, we now have the Digital Revolution. And the Digital Revolution is being fueled by content. We can't produce content fast enough. Content will not be produced efficiently enough. So our focus is on making excellent content, premium content, and making it faster and distributing it globally.
That's powerful. And it's interesting because a lot of people would say that you've achieved the ultimate success, but yet from what you're saying, there's so much more to achieve. What's your thoughts on timing and opportunity in terms of people feeling it's too late for me to start something now?
Oh wow, this is the greatest time to start something. You have no barrier of entry. If you have talent, you can be discovered on the internet.
Yeah.
People can go and be on the internet and be seen worldwide. You have global distribution. That's unheard of. That is so special. If you have something to share, the world is ready for it. This is the greatest opportunity of all times. This has changed the game. If you have it, there's nothing to stop you now. There's nothing between you and the consumer. This is going to be one of the greatest wealth creations in the history of humankind. It's going to create a gazillion millionaires and lots of billionaires and even wealthier than billionaires. This is one of the greatest opportunities of all times. The gold rush looks like somebody's passing out food stamps. Okay, the gold rush is going to look like they were passing out food stamps based on what's happening with the internet and what's going on digitally. If you think that you don't have it going in your favor right now, you are absolutely unequivocally wrong with a capital W. Wrong.
That's an amazing mindset. Given the times being so different now, as you just said, if you could go back to an old Byron, 10 years old, what advice would you give him?
Invest more in internet stocks.
But there was no internet back then.
Well, yeah, I know. But save up, and go. Finally, Yahoo, woo, Google, Facebook, Amazon, Netflix. Just buy internet stocks. It's like if you went back 100 years and you said, you know what, I think I'm going to buy some stock in this company called Ford or General Motors. You probably, or Standard Oil. 100 years ago when we had the Industrial Revolution, you probably do okay. It's the same thing. You're at the beginning of the digital revolution. And 50 years from now, Facebook and Amazon and Netflix, they're just going to be off the Richter scale. And
Yeah.
people are going to go, your grandkids are going to go, let me get this right.
What is Facebook?
You didn't buy Facebook when it was $800 a share. It's $800,000 a share now. That's what they're going to say. How did you not buy it? Because all of it is in its infancy. So you can't buy it fast enough, you can't buy enough of it, and you can't pursue it. You go, create, and share yourself with the world. Shine your light.